All right, I want to welcome you to the Zoom EBC in San Jose, California. And I am sitting here with my very good friend, Mark Barragan. We lived in a previous life together.
We did.
But I am thrilled to be here to talk about Edge Connect. Mark, welcome.
Yeah. Thanks
for Or you should be welcoming me.
Well, welcome to our headquarters here.
Thank you. Thank you. We are sitting, and it's just as Scott pans around the room a little bit, we're in the EBC where you guys are demonstrating your latest and greatest advanced technology for Zoom rooms. And we've had a great opportunity to collaborate and work with you on the Leon Edge Connect for Zoom. And it's been a really great collaboration. So thank you for allowing us to be here and to work with you guys.
Yeah, well, the Edge Connect has been a great device for us. We've been getting a lot of questions from our customers saying, what should we do in our boardroom environments? What should we do in these highly collaborative areas?
Yeah.
And so the Edge Connect has really allowed us to kind of demonstrate the art of the possible. I mean, this is a huge 105-inch, 21:9 planar screen. And of course, now we put these touch screens on the table. So one of these are in Zoom Room Companion mode. One of them is in a touch controller mode. So we can see the content up here close and personal. One of the problems you see is a lot of times you do a spreadsheet, you can't see it. Now I can see it right here, right in front of me, pinch and zoom. So
remarkable. What I love about what Zoom is doing is the innovation and the deep understanding you have of the space itself. And the spaces are transforming. So whether it's a boardroom or a video conferencing space, you have a great vision around how all the interactive elements should work. As Zoom looks into the future and you look into how space is used, how is that vision continuing to permeate and drive your future plans?
Yeah, I think we talked about it offline a little earlier that these rooms are complex by nature when they get really big, but we really want to simplify them here at Zoom, right? So a lot of the stuff that's happening next is we're doing more software, more stuff in the cloud to simplify these larger spaces. And I think that's where it really gets innovative and gets exciting, because like multi-camera, right? That's now happening.
Right.
A single camera in a room is no longer enough. We need more than one camera.
Yeah. In this space, the system has 3 cameras, but anybody who joins, who comes on site here will see there's cameras everywhere. Mm-hmm. And I'm counting 3, 4, 5, and 6 cameras in a lot of these rooms, not all for demo, but actual for functional use in the room. The compute that's required for it. What's your perspective on how that continues to evolve into the future?
Well, that'll limit us in the near term, but in the long term, compute will get more powerful, and we'll be able to have more cameras. And the price of those cameras continue to come down, and the quality gets better. So the AI will take over. So we're not going to need cameras that keep moving and pan, tilt, and zooming around the room. The AI will just identify a person in the room, know that multiple cameras are on them, and track where they're looking to get the best angle from that person.
Yeah, this is applicable and relevant to so many markets. So it's education, healthcare, corporate. Maybe talk about 1 or 2 of those examples where you're seeing there's a real demand for being able to do multi-camera support and how Zoom is tying into that.
Yeah, so I mean, we've been in this industry way too long. So remember, when you had a single camera into a long, narrow room, it was just, best effort, right? And that was just acceptable. But post-pandemic, everyone came back going, this really sucks. Like, we really need a better experience in these rooms.
Yeah.
And we couldn't do it with a single camera. You can get a single camera and do Smart Gallery maybe for a smaller or huddle room.
It's MacGyver.
Yes, exactly. But when it gets bigger and more complex, you need additional cameras. And it's really helpful in applications like healthcare maybe, where you build like these med sim rooms where you need one camera to be on the actual procedure that's happening. You need one to be on the doctor, one on the overall room. You have education where you need one camera on the instructor at the front of the room and then one in the classroom. Students, believe it or not, like to feel like they're in the classroom even when they're remote. So they want to see their fellow students in there. So this is just all happening naturally, but it's a demand from our customers who say, I want a better experience when I'm remote.
Yeah, and I think experience as the driver is what we talked about back in the early Tandberg Cisco days. The very expensive and complicated rooms. We're sitting in a simulated room, in this room, but we're sitting in a somewhat simulated space. Talk about this space right here and what you guys have done.
Yeah, so this space right here, ideally would have liked this table to be all the way horseshoe. The reason for that is because this space, we're getting asked a lot, like what's the most functional? This room actually has 4 cameras. So it has 3 in the front, 1 in the back. And the one in the back, what its responsibility is to look at the presenter in the front of the room. And that's important because we don't want the remote participants to see the backside of a presenter. So this allows us to get that aspect. And then the cameras in the front are the ones that are responsible for cropping people out on the table. And it's a very collaborative space because that planar touchscreen, you can go up there and you can touch buttons. We're going to show you a little bit of that a little later. So it's really cool what I could do with the whiteboarding capabilities in this space, or just sharing content and annotating on top of it. A lot of different things we could do. And it lends itself, since it's wide open. Obviously, if we had more space here, we'd complete the horseshoe. But this is the space we had limited to come and demonstrate the art of the possible.
I love it. And it is so functional. We're obviously we're going to have this model we're introducing at Infocom here in a couple of weeks, and it's just great to see it in action. So Scott, we're going to have you come around the back of us here, and I'd love Mark to show how simple and elegant this process is to activate a super high quality multi-camera meeting.
Yeah, so
it's amazing.
Super cool. So you can see here now I'm sitting at the actual touch panel on the table, and you can see at the front you have your 3 cameras, the big plan. I could very well go to the front and start there, but I also can start from here. So no matter where you're at, you have access to the controls. So this is super cool. So just like that, now I started a meeting. I could even come here and start, maybe I want to do my whiteboarding session. And by the way, a lot of times we get, customers who say, I can't see the content, and they have to walk up to the screen. Well, here, I don't have to do that. It's right in front of my face. I just simply enable it. And just like that, we're off and running. It's at the front of the room. It's right here, right in front of me. Remote participants can see it. I can manipulate this. I can go ahead and start like maybe, moving some stuff around here. Everything is happening in real time. People could be remotely doing this as well. Maybe I just want to start connecting some dots over here. I could do that. It's just so easy to use this space. And when I'm done, I just go ahead and discard that, or I can save it, hang up the call, all from here. Super simple.
And I love how when you fired up the system, the camera's already figured out who we were, put us in Brady Bunch mode, including our celebrity guests today.
Yeah. Yeah. So we have our celebrity
They're
guests
all
here.
over the office, by the way.
Perry. And you'll notice it right now when you come on, Intelligent Directors is fired on.
Yep.
And so now it's going around the room doing its magic. And so when it does that, it just cropped us out just like that, right? How cool is this? I did nothing. Picture this in the past would be a production crew in the background, zooming in on Mark, zooming in on Jeff, right? Zooming in on Scott behind us. And it's just doing this all automatically now.
That's great. All right, let's talk a little bit about the Edge Connect for a moment. I want to talk about the problem you faced and how Edge Connect helped resolve this for you.
So Edge Connect, so the cool thing, and I'll walk to the front here. The Edge Connect, one of the problems we had here is this whole wall is ideally we wanted to put this planar on the wall and wall mount it. Facilities told us not possible. This is actually a firewall behind us, so we can't hang anything on top of it. So right off the bat, the Edge Connect helped us because we can strap something to the wall, but we can't mount.
Yeah.
And so this helped us there. But we still wanted that thin profile look, right? We didn't want it to be bulky and have like a cart in the front of the room. We want it to be nice and profile. And this gave us that capability to make it look sleek. You guys were very flexible in allowing us to pick different technology and cameras to put on there, which, by the way, we will swap out. As new camera technology comes on, we want to swap that out. So you guys gave us the flexibility to have that. And then we get the rich audio from the Leon speakers. There is a Ceiling Shure microphone, which gives us rich microphone pickup. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, we have all of this real estate underneath to be able to put more inputs and outputs if we need it, but we really haven't. It's really just one computer down there, a DSP.
You blew my mind with how much you were able to get in here.
Yeah.
It's remarkable because we're only talking about 5.5, 6 inches, and there's a full rack system that's integrated here that has all your compute and then some.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Very flexible with that space down there. Also, you guys gave us a nice little finishing touch, and that's this little panel here on the side. This is super cool because maybe I'm presenting, maybe I have a podium up here and I want to have access to the control panels. Obviously, I can come up here and everything's available, so I can just go ahead and click on here. Maybe I want to join a Teams meeting. I could do that. It's all super simple to do, but I can do it all here as well. So that just gives me flexibility. What if I'm in a call and I don't want to walk in front of it? I can do it right here from this touch panel, and you can store it away when you're not using it.
We like to say that at Leon, custom's at the DNA of everything that we do. Virtually everything we make can be customized. We really enjoyed the engagement with you all. just maybe for people who are saying, what's it like to engage with Leon on a concept? What are your experiences now that you would share?
I think you guys are very flexible, and you guys are very a yes mentality. Let's get it done. And also, but at the same time, you guys steered us to what works and what doesn't work in the past. And I appreciate that, because I don't want just all yeses, right? We want kind of like, hey, let's work together. Let's come up with a solution to solve the problem we had here. And it worked out great. And we love it. Love it.
Awesome. Looks great, feels great, sounds great, is great, because Zoom is great. And it's been awesome to be here today with you all. Thank you.
Thank you.